You are with Star Television on Channel 21, and this is the National News Bulletin. Hello and welcome. I am Leonora Jawara. First, let's have a look at the top stories. The World Peace and Diplomacy Organization has awarded the First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio, as Peace Ambassador for a remarkable vision for global peace at the office of the First Lady in Freetown.
I'm very humbled. To know that people out there are actually recognizing the kind of work we do. What I do selflessly, and I really don't do for the publicity.
The mayor of the Freetown municipality, Yvonne Akisoya, during the 14th National Cleaning Exercise, has commended citizens of Freetown for their collaborative support in ensuring the cleaning exercise becomes a success.
You know, when President Bio announced National Cleaning Day, he said National Cleaning Day. But over the months, it became National Garbage Collection Day because people stopped cleaning and just kept hoarding their garbage and leaving it outside.
A capacity building engagement with women has ended at the National Youth Commission with the theme Women Empowering Women.
We decided to come up with our first annual Women's Empowerment Brunch because behind the high heels, behind all this makeup, there is a story, and that story is where I started, what prompted me to become who I am today.
Global Hand Hygiene, in partnership with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, WHO, and Center for Disease Prevention and Control, has commemorated the Global Hand Hygiene Day with a theme, Clean Care for All It Is in Our Hands, at the Connaught Hospital in Freetown.
WHO calls on everyone to be inspired by the global movement to achieve universal health coverage under the banner of Health for All in achieving better health and well-being for all people at all ages.
And in sports, the Sierra Leone Cycling Association has concluded their annual cycling championship with Tennessee and Isata Monde crowned champions, sponsored by the Sierra Leone Brewery Limited.
Actually, we have been working with the Cycling Association for the last, I think, a decade or so. But because they stopped doing the race, we had been sponsoring them with our brand Maltina.
All this making the headlines. And now let's have details of the news. The World Peace and Diplomacy Organization has on Friday, 3rd May 2019, awarded the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Madam Fatima Bio, as Peace Ambassador for a remarkable vision for global peace at the office of the First Lady in Freetown. George Elliott Tam takes up the story.
The World Peace and Diplomacy Organization, that is registered in the state of Delaware, USA, is a private non-stock corporation that is aiming at resolving conflicts and prevailing peace amongst and within nations, has on Friday, the 3rd of May 2019, awarded the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency Madam Fatima Bio, as Peace Ambassador for her remarkable approach and also for her vision for global peace at the office of the First Lady in Freetown. While speaking to pressmen, Dr. Jit Singh, founder and chairman of the organization, said the organization came to existence in 2011 from Chief Confederation of India Healthcare Foundation when the need to find and bring together like-minded peace advocate was strongly left. Although an initiative for peace was a new motion, formation of WPDO became utmost important in the growing affairs of a new reset which has been recently settled down world over. And the organization is strongly supporting United Nations Global Concept Program and Arts Chapter principle, as well as strongly follows United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030. And beside, the organization is identifying and recognizing peace advocates and peace activists. That is why they have nominated and identified the First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio, as one of the candidates to have this year's prestigious award.
That we will be honoring Her Excellency, the First Lady of Sierra Leone, with the highest title a World Peace Ambassador. It is always a matter of proud wherever I go and I see such kind of people, those who are selflessly working for the society at large. And I find Her Excellency as one of the lady who has not just made the country proud, but the whole of Africa proud with the kind of work which you are doing. So I once again congratulate you, and it's our humble honor to actually bestow this title on you. You are making us more proud, and I believe with this, the sense of responsibility on your shoulders is now going to increase. So I believe that in times to come, we want to see that you call us more often, engage us also in the activity which you have been doing. And I wish you all the best in the future endeavor for the philanthropic work which you are doing for the society at large, and it feels very proud. Thank you so much.
While addressing the media practitioners, the First Lady, Madam Fatuma Bio, thanked the organization for recognizing her as a peace ambassador in the world among many of the people in the world. She went further to state that she will continue her good work towards peace building and also embark on the development and progress of women and girls in the country.
I'm very humbled, to know that people out there are actually recognizing the kind of work we do. What I do selflessly, and I really don't do for the publicity, even though unfortunately when you find yourself in a position like this, it's always publicity around you. But I'm very much grateful. World Peace Ambassador, that's huge. I'm blushing, and I'm going to go to His Excellency and just say, you know what, I am an ambassador of peace now. So no more fighting. Thank you very much. I will continue to try my level best to be more than what I have become, and to not disappoint the world. Absolutely. And work for humanity. Continue to work for humanity, and continue to work for this nation.
For Star News in Freetown, I am George Elliott Sam reporting.
Now, the mayor of the Freetown municipality, Yvonne Akisoya, during the 14th National Cleaning Exercise, has commended citizens of Freetown for their collaborative support in ensuring the cleaning exercise becomes a success. Hassan Kuruma has more and in our reports.
Speaking to a cross-section of the press, the mayor of the Freetown municipality, Yvonne Akisoya, stated that people should not be waiting on the national cleaning exercise at the end of every month to take care of the environment, but ensure that it becomes a daily exercise by way of getting rid of the filth.
When President Bio announced National Cleaning Day, he said National Cleaning Day. But over the months, it became National Garbage Collection Day because people stopped cleaning and just kept hoarding their garbage and leaving it outside. But we're really interested in changing the behaviors of residents of Freetown. So this is an important part of our toolkit, National Cleaning Day. It gives a platform where we can really encourage citizens, residents to actually get involved in communal cleaning. And that is directly linked to the Cleaner Zone competition. Because what it means is that if you want to win the Cleaner Zone competition, you actually have a free pass once a month for everybody in your community, everybody in your zone, to just clean your zone. Just kept hoarding their garbage and leaving it outside. But we're really interested in changing the behaviors of residents of Freetown. So this is an important part of our toolkit, National Cleaning Day. It gives a platform where we can really encourage citizens, residents to actually get involved in communal cleaning. And that is directly linked to the Cleaner Zone competition. Because what it means is that if you want to win the Cleaner Zone competition, you actually have a free pass once a month for everybody in your community, everybody in your zone, to just clean your zone. And that will really help you with the public areas, which is one of the criteria for winning the Cleaner Zone competition.
She commended the efforts of members of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces towards the national cleaning, adding that they had demonstrated commitment in addressing some of the challenges, working in partnership with the metropolitan officers during the cleaning exercise.
Because Fretonians from east to west of the city are always saying that it's dirty, they don't want people in dirty city. So that is coming from the Fretonians. They are the ones, we all are the ones who are dirty in the city. Because the dirt does not come from the sky. It comes from individuals. So once we decided that we want a clean city, then I am confident, and I believe we have made that decision. I'm confident that we're going to meet the target.
Albert John Simbo, a metropolitan officer, noted some of the challenges they face with getting people to abide to the laws that govern the exercise.
That is why Mount Up a team. Now we have about 15 men who are around to see that people go out to clean. And then we have Sierra Leone police officers who are with us. We have the Masada guys, and then we have youth around. I've sent them in several areas so that they can go and force people to do their cleaning. Because we don't want us to go there tomorrow on Tuesday to say, oh, yesterday, this day we are back here from Sunday or Monday. We just want to see how people can bring out their garbage so that they can bring it to the dump site.
Councillor Lucky M. Mansare of Ward 406, winner of the just concluded Cleaners Zone competition, applauded the initiative and stated that ever since the cleaning exercise became obligatory, they have noticed a decrease in the health hazard condition they've been recording as a community.
It has created some impacts in our community because, well, in the first place, there is cleaning competition that has gone some weeks ago. Then we totally feel that because of our proactiveness in our community, the collective responsibility between the youth, the women, and stakeholders of the community. So by so doing, because of what we have been doing in our community is on top of the situation is very clean, more than other community, and we are still continue to clean. We don't want to say because we won the Cleaners Zone competition, so we're going to leave it like that. So we are still looking forward to make sure that we still continue to clean and we'll be on top of the situation as we have been on top of the situation.
For Star News in Freetown, compiled by Moses Ojukamara, read in our studios by Hassan Koroma.
Well, you're still watching the news bulletin here on Star TV. Now, the first Women's Empowerment Brunch with the theme Women Empowering Women has wrapped up a capacity building engagement with women at the National Youth Commission. Admaya Samai spoke to Samuela James, founder and executive director of the organization, in this interview.
Webershi Closet is a clothing line that celebrates women, curves, beauty, confidence. I do design for mainly plus-size women. You know, and of course, as you can see, I'm a plus-size woman. And it's always been a challenge in the fashion industry when it comes to women like us with our sizes. So I wanted to create something that is stylish without somebody telling us that we have to wear black to look slimmer, because I love to wear vibrant colors. So I decided to come up with a line which is contemporary, Ankara, English, European influence that will be very elegant, chic for ladies all over the world. We decided to come up with our first annual Women's Empowerment Brunch because behind the high heels, behind all this makeup, there is a story, and that story is where I started, what prompted me to become who I am today. The passion that I had when I was 8 years old to become a fashion designer, and I had a lot of struggle. My story is very intriguing, and as a single mother living in the United Kingdom, a divorced single mother, I wanted to create something that my children I will leave a legacy for my children and they will be proud of. And so I had to work very hard. I had so many setbacks, I had so many challenges like fear, negativity, you will never do it, you're just wasting your time. But the resilience in me could not give up. And so every time I fall, I get back up. And this is the reason why we decided to have this brunch, an intimate brunch, something small, not too big, to start, to encourage other women who are thinking of starting their own business, their own brand, to say no matter what the challenges you face, focus on your goals. look at the vision, you will get. I want to see women becoming CEOs of their own businesses. I want to see women doing amazing things. I want to see women, successful women giving back. Because for me, success is not a success unless you start giving back. And for me, this point is like giving back. It's like telling people my story. You think that, oh, she's from the UK, everything is fine, it's easier. But you face more challenges in the UK because sometimes you don't have anybody to help you. So you have to really think hard. You have to use your brain how to get ahead of things. And so I want to see this brunch change lives. I want to see women winning, whether it's in the office, whether it's their own business, knowing about branding, how to start up their business, just for you to believe in yourself and not just sit down and wait for somebody to give it to you. Create your own opportunity.
The Global Hand Hygiene, in partnership with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, WHO and Center for Disease Prevention and Control, on Sunday, 5th May, commemorates Global Hand Hygiene Day with the theme Clean Care for All It Is in Our Hands at the Connaught Hospital in Freetown. Admire Samaya again reports.
The head of Infection Prevention and Control, World Health Organization Sierra Leone, Anna Maruta, while giving a statement, said every year on the 5th of May since 2009, the World Health Organization Save Lives and Clean Your Hands campaign has launched a call to action to implement and sustain hand hygiene improvements worldwide to reduce microbial transmission of healthcare-associated infections. She further called on all to join hands and advocate for basic and essential resources to adequately perform hand hygiene in institutions and communities.
Clean care for all is in my hands. Clean care for all is in my hands. World Hand Hygiene, May 5, 2019, marks the 11th year of the WHO Save Lives campaign. WHO calls on everyone to be inspired by the global movement to achieve universal health coverage under the banner of Health for All in achieving better health and well-being for all people at all ages. Infection prevention and control, including hand hygiene, is critical to achieving health for all, as it is practical and evidence-based approach with demonstrated impact on quality of care across patient safety, across all levels of health system.
The Deputy Chief Nursing and Midwifery Officer, Matron Amber Cocker, said nurses are in the majority and it is with their hands they do things wherever they are, and their hands are of great importance to them. She advised all to take good care of their hands, and which can easily transfer disease, adding that regular hand washing will cut down the rate of transmission of disease by half.
Majority. And we have sung just now that our hands, they are little, but they are very, very important. It is with our hands we do things at home. It is with our hands we do things in the hospital, in the marketplace, wherever we are. And so it is very imperative for us to take care of them. And in taking care of them, we are breaking chains of transmission of diseases.
Giving the keynote address, the Director of Health Security and Emergency, Dr. Mohamed Alex Bandi, said the health security emergency is a new sector in the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, and in the Directorate of any emergency and security, they have about 7 programs on infection prevention and control, which come across all of them. For Star TV News in Freetown, I am Adma Samai reporting.
Well, to round up a news bulletin, let's see what's happening in the sporting world as the Sierra Leone Cycling Association has concluded their annual cycling championship, with Tennessee and Aissata Monde crowned champions, sponsored by the Sierra Leone Brewery Limited. Hilton John, our sports correspondent, has more for you.
Good day everyone, welcome for today's sporting news. We start to look at the scene. The Sierra Leone Cycling Association has concluded their annual cycling competition with over 60 cyclists across the country participating in the one-day event sponsored by the Sierra Leone Brewery. According to the head of the marketing department in the Sierra Leone Brewery Limited, with Aminata Keru, they decided to give support to the Sierra Leone Cycling Association so that they will help in nation building as part of the CSR. Let's have a look on the highlights of the competition.
We started discussions with the Cycling Association in December. Actually, we have been working with the Cycling Association for the last, I think, a decade or so. But because they stopped doing the race, we had been sponsoring them with our brand Maltina. But with the emergence of the new brand Trink, we deemed it fit to use this dark energy malt drink, which is a new brand introduced in Sierra Leone in August 2018. We deemed it fit to use Trink to revitalize the race. So we are not, this is not the first sport that Sierra Leone Brewery Limited has sponsored. We have been sponsoring sports, various sports, including football. But
well, I feel very good for becoming a winner. And I also want to see another win without my teammates and life of the current champion, I'm going to say, and my teammates of Flame Cycling.
What inspired you for being part of cycling?
Well, I was inspired like since I try for sit me once. Somebody always go bike in school, so like they get the racing bike, so like I be very inspired. I be touched. So myself, I was saying, yeah, I can do this thing. So I'll buy a bike and join.
So you're happy on the scene. What you say to yourself before getting the championship?
Well, it's not really easy. For being champion, it's not really easy. You get lots of pain, but the pain are just temporary. But if you quit, that's go a long way.
So your first championship you win?
Yeah, this is my very first win, and I know for long without me.
Coming to cycling from the school, and we are the guys in school, we are the competition from there. Somebody see me where they feel say I will able to cycling and do make kind of cycling.
So how you feel you win today's championship for female?
Well, I feel very happy and proud.
You would expect to win?
Yeah, because 2014, now maybe win and for Salon Safe for now, I mean the champion, so I've been hope say now me get for winner.
You don't get 2.5 from Salon Brewery. How you feel?
I feel very happy because now me first big money than the way I don't win.
What you go do with the money?
Well, I go support me home.
Last note, I want to thank all of the people who participate in organizing this wonderful event. With all the challenges there, it's still, for me, it's still a wonderful event. Seeing beautiful riders, particularly very youthful riders. I love the youth because all the energy that they give out to the sport. I want to recognize the people who initiate this event, who ride to the breweries, for making it happen. I tell them all thank you. That's that. Thank you very much. Without much ado, I want to now follow cycling this year to move on the original note I have mentioned. That's the note of peace, the note of love, and the note of friendship. That's what we know is in the spirit of cycling. And I will use all the strength, all the energy, all the knowledge in the sport to make sure say we can come back into the sport. Cycling is for peace, say peace. Peace. Cycling is for friendship, say friendship. Friendship. Cycling is a united family, unity. Yeah.
And then the interview is the winners of this year's competition, Tennessee and Ice Center from the point of the Sierra Leone Cycling Association. Congratulations to the executive and also the management of Sierra Leone Brewery giving support to the Cycling Association. In the ongoing Sierra Leone Premier League, All Edwardians secured one victory against Port Authority at the Circus TV Stadium. It was a 3 encounter for either side. Edward Michael scored the only goal in the game that separated either side. The league will continue on Tuesday, where we will be seeing the Cyprus Central Park who play against Bo Rangers. According to the general manager of Central Park Football Club, Noel Otim, is calling on the supporters to give support to the club on Tuesday, playing against Bull Rangers. Babadi Kamara, who is the chairman of Bull Rangers Football Club, said despite they have a slow start in the league, but he's still optimistic that they'll beat Central Paris. So on Tuesday at the Circus Stadium Stadium, watch the best of football in the ongoing Sierra Leone Premier League. The Active of West Africa Football College has concluded their inter-all athletic sports meet at the Circus Stadium Stadium, with Biberian all-crown champions with 380 points. Let's have a look on the sports meet.
Since 2014, no sports, and sports is back in FBC. How do you feel?
I feel so good because since sports has come back, I'm able to exhibit my talent.
So excited, very happy because I worked for it throughout this month. I've been training for this 100 meter.
You expecting to get a champion?
Yes, of course.
Since 2014, no sports for FBC, now sports is back. How do you feel as a student?
Very happy because this is my talent. I love this game. I'm very happy about that.
You won the 200 meter. You happen to win the 100 meter.
Yeah.
What's the secret behind it?
Just training. You just have to train. Put your effort in it. Whatever thing that you want to do, just be focused and have the passion for the game.
Organizing such a wonderful event, especially when we've gone almost 4 years without any sports meets, especially from the Fulade College. This is a very new beginning, and I want to thank the Vice Chancellor and the University Administration for giving me this opportunity to serve as your grand chief patron for today. I want to pledge my continuous commitment to not just sports, but to the entire young people of Sierra Leone. In those few words, I want to use this opportunity to congratulate the winner for today. Whether it's Gabriel, David Saiku, or Solomon Koka, I want to congratulate.
And by the points of the results given to me, I declare my brother as the winner.
Congratulations. What does the win mean for your house?
Well, it means a lot. For the past 12 months, we've been preparing for this, and it shows that we really prepared. We want to thank God for this victory. I want to dedicate this trophy to all whoever is in and out of Sierra Leone. Of course, special thanks to our whole misters and our whole masters, Mr. Bangura, Dr. Kele, Madam James. I want to thank them all for their dedication, for their commitment. This is the result. Heroism! 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 Heroism!
Congratulations to the Biberian all, and better luck next time to the other two halls who failed to win the championship in this year's athletics sports meet from the point of FBC. Finally, for today's sporting news, Manchester United have missed out the space for the Champions League top 4 after they secured 1 goal in the Premier League. Here's the highlights.
Андро Бакуна зробив гольову передачу. Моменту Манчестер Юнайтед і забиває Мактоміно. І 8-ма хвилина зустрічі. МЮ виходить уперед. Не зорієнтувався Льосин, можливо, там був рикошет.
Congratulations to Chelsea Football Club. They succeeded in the answer of Watford, registering 3 victory. Now was the win much important for Chelsea Football Club in the league after we saw Higuain accounted for one of the goals for the side.
Hazard flies in across. Straight at the start of the second half after a miserable first half, take the lead. To check on Loftus-Cheek this time. They'll be so disappointed to have conceded at 2 set pieces. It's a great ball. Higuain, fantastic goal from Gonzalo Higuain. Of his goal and down the side of Craig Cathcart. It's a lovely run. It's all about the timing of the run and the pass, of course.
If you are supporting Chelsea Football Club, you must be in a happy mood. The team have qualified for next season Champions League, despite they have semi-finals against the Frankfurt side on Thursday in the European competition. That's all for Sports. Back to Elena Jawa in the studio. And congratulations to Elena Jawa because you are supporting Chelsea Football Club. And coming up on Tuesday, the Champions League, Barcelona, Liverpool, Mohamed Salah will miss out for the side called Liverpool and also Firmino. What a big setback for Liverpool Football Club.
Well, that's all we have for you in a national news bulletin file here on Star TV channel 21. Thank you all for watching. I am Leonora Jawara. Do stay with us if you can.